heads of partner academic institutions and senior faculty members here, delegates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Let me begin by thanking the leadership of the Bloomberg Media Initiative for Africa for the honor of inviting me to give a keynote for this morning's formal launch. I understand that beyond our participants from Ghana, there are many others from other African countries, and I think it's exciting that this is taking place in Ghana. As the MC mentioned, for about a decade, I had the privilege of working as a journalist, also mostly in the business and economic space. So I kind of feel at home being in your midst and hearing the kind of conversations that many of you were having before we started this morning's engagement. I'm sharply reminded that our ability to deliver on our mandate in the space of public engagement thrives squarely on the regular sharpening of our skill sets. In my day, we used to only benefit from such training programs abroad. But it's exciting that today this is happening, one, here at home, and two, it's been administered by Ghanaian faculty. I think it's something we can be proud of. The government of Ghana is pleased that the Bloomberg Media Institute, or the Bloomberg Media Initiative for Africa, is launching this financial journalism training program here in Ghana, as I mentioned. African economies, of which the Ghanaian economy is a key part, are becoming increasingly complex. Consumers of economic news and analysis in Africa and the rest of the world are also increasingly becoming sophisticated. Unfortunately, Africa, as we have observed, has not been at the forefront of shaping the global narrative about Africa. And if this continues, then the many opportunities, the growth potential, the real issues, the gains being made may not be well articulated within the complexities of the modern news world. It is thus crucial that the African Business Press Corps continuously builds its capacities to enable it comprehensively and exhaustively shape the African economic narrative to the satisfaction of all stakeholders here and the world over. It is my understanding that this 6-month certificate program, funded by Bloomberg Philanthropies, with additional support from the Ford Foundation, will offer the Ghanaian and African journalists here and mid-career professionals in business, government, and civil society the opportunity to strengthen their skills in capital markets and data analysis and enhance their knowledge in public policy and financial and economic reporting. We are excited about this initiative, and we believe that the platform will enhance the capacity of beneficial delegates in analyzing government fiscal and economic policies, and in turn, educating the Ghanaian and African populace and the global populace with accurate reporting that will benefit our nation. With the right information, the citizenry and other stakeholders will be better prepared for active citizenship. I'm also impressed with the number and caliber of people who applied from particularly Ghana. I see many familiar faces, and I believe that this will add or take you a notch higher in your various endeavors. It indicates to me that today's journalist is keen on sharpening his or her skill set to facilitate their work. The days of complacency and satisfaction with the status quo, it appears, are no more. It is our expectation that the 50 delegates selected for this training will participate fully and apply themselves fully and further adapt the lessons for your various markets and the global community. The capacity of journalists or analysts is key in determining how the story is told. For example, in recent weeks, there were reports here in Ghana that Ghana is going through an economic recession. I'm sure you recall. But an economic recession is a very technical matter. But if the journalist reporting it does not have the understanding of what an economic recession is and how to analyze it, he or she may just report it or may just repeat it as has been articulated by one person. I recall in my early days in journalism when the Cowbank boardroom drama was unfolding. I attended one press briefing and had no clue what was being discussed. My report nearly exacerbated the kind of matters that were actually happening in the boardroom. And so it comes to me quite clearly that when the journalist does not have a full comprehension and a command over the subject matter, he can even end up doing more harm than good in his bid to tell the story. In recent weeks in Ghana, we have reported that there's a banking sector collapse. Is there? Or is there a reformation of the financial services sector? Are we having Ponzi schemes or investment schemes that pay high dividends. These are all matters that the capacity of the journalist will determine how he sets that narrative and how the public consumes this information. Building capacity is key, and we are confident that this investment in you will impact our entire ecosystem. As a government, we are not just waiting for Bloomberg to bring this so that we applaud. Indeed, last year, we started our collaboration with the Ghana Institute of Journalism, the National Media Commission, and the School of Communication Studies to roll out our own media capacity enhancement program that will go beyond financial journalism and touch the other aspects of the journalism space in Ghana. Additionally, we are working with the Ministry of Business Development to roll out a program to provide technical and financial support for bloggers in the financial and development journalism space. I want to encourage you to take this program seriously and in the end, showcase to the continent and the world the excellence that is imbued in you. Let us use the opportunity we have to inspire confidence in our markets and our continent so that the inflows and the dividends will benefit our people. For us as a government, we hope to see more partnerships like this. We're grateful to the University of Ghana Business School, the Ghana Institute of Journalism, Bloomberg Philanthropies, the Ford Foundation, and the other supporting organizations. Colleague ministers, on this note, I want to formally declare the Bloomberg Media Initiative for African Journalism formally launched. Thank you, and I wish you all the best.